Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we thought we'll speak about the upcoming Zomato IPO. We Most of us have experienced Zomato in terms of their food delivery and app as such. So now that they're coming up with this IPO to raise money from the market, we thought we should take you through a quick 5-minute presentation about what this whole IPO is about and what the company is into and things like that. Here we go. Well, the IPO for the Zomato shares starts on 14th of July, which is Wednesday, and closes on Friday, 16th of July. Overall, they intend to raise 9,375 crores, out of which 9,000 crores will go to the company and 375 crores will go to Info Edge. The IPO is priced between 72 and 76 rupees per share, and the bid lot is 195 shares, so you can bid in multiples of 195 if you choose to. Well, out of this 9,300 crore of issue, 10% is what retail investors can apply for. Reason being that the company has consistently been making losses right since inception. So SEBI permits them to raise only 10% of the issue from retail investors. So about 930 crores will be available for retail individuals in terms of the application size. Rest of it is for institutions and HNIs. Next, the issue comes with about a 60,000 crore market cap. So just to give you some perspective, what can one do with 60,000 crores if they were to have? One option, they could actually buy up all of Jubilant Foodworks, which is operator of Domino's in India, Westlife, which operates McDonald's in South India and western part of the country. So you can buy Domino's, McDonald's, Burger King, Barbecue Nation, Coffee Day and Specialty Restaurant with the same amount. If you decide to operate or buy into hotels, you can buy all of the Taj Group, Oberoi, Mahindra Holidays, Lemon Tree, Royal Orchid, all of them, and you still be left with about 16,000 crores. This is just to give you a perspective as to what kind of valuations Zomato is, you can say, commanding currently based on future prospects. Next, we've spoken about the Indian operations, just giving you a comparison about global peers of Zomato as such, which are listed companies. The largest company is Maiton in China, which is almost 30 times bigger to Zomato as such. Then you have DoorDash in the US, Delivery Hero and Takeaway.com in Europe. Deliveroo and Grubhub are smaller players as well. What you would want to notice here is that they've all been listed, and this year has not been that great for these companies. Most of them have given negative returns to flat returns for Maiton as such. So Zomato might be a new concept in India, but globally there are other players, so we can see what has been the experience of global companies in this space as well. But speaking about this, there are various opportunities which Zomato has in India. Some of them which are grocery, that is one aspect which Zomato has already spoken about. I would say the next thing to look at, or what possibly they would want to get into, is cloud kitchen, taking different brands into tier 3 and tier 4 cities so that they can offer a different experience for these you can say individuals in the smaller towns and cities, hoping to grow the audience over there. Some of the other categories which their peers have got into, medicine, meat delivery and other documents and other deliveries as such, that could be a growth category. Basically the idea would be to utilize their delivery staff in a more meaningful and profitable way. Ultimate objective for Zomato, or for example any other company operating in this space, is to be present on more and more smartphones so that they're able to reach out to people. And what does Zomato have to do this? Well, after the IPO, they will have close to 15,000 crores of cash balance. Using this, they would want to, you can say, expand into different categories and also acquire new customers, possibly that could be in additional discounts. Basically, they would be competing against the likes of Swiggy and others. So these are the growth opportunities for which we would want to look at a company like Zomato. But there are also some threats. So let us speak about some of the threats that Zomato has. Well, one is the delivery channel of other companies, assets like Domino's, McDonald's, who could compete on lower margins with these players. Other than this, there are other food aggregators. Swiggy already is a large competitor for Zomato as such. Other than that, Amazon has been doing a test run in Bangalore. They seem to be doing well in Bangalore. So if they decide to, you can say, extend this to overall, so this man is going to be a big threat. If they go roll out nationally, it could be a issue wherein there would be a lot more of expenditure and an extended period of loss for Zomato. So that could be a red flag for Zomato as such. Yeah. Next, coming to nitty-gritties of the IPO, out of the 930 crores that is available for individuals, an individual we would recommend should be applying for a maximum of 14,820 rupees, which is 195 shares. Anything more than that would not really be a great idea because the issue is expected to be oversubscribed. Totally about 6,30,000 investors should be given an allotment in this IPO. We expect it to be oversubscribed by 5 times, possibly even 6 times, given the kind of hype that is currently there for this issue. So it makes sense to not stretch yourself beyond one lot of issue as such. Next question would be, should you really be applying or you can give it a skip? Here are some pointers for you to consider. Valuations are pretty expensive, company is loss making, and very unlikely that the food delivery business can become a money spinner for the company. So completely depends on what additional business verticals that the company enters into with the cash balance that they have. Would recommend that investors should ignore the hype, treat this as any other IPO. Prospects are reasonable, but risks are also there. Company has actually been a great concept company, but whether it will become a great stock in the market, well, it's not a sure shot for definitely. It may or may not. There are quite a few risk factors that are there. So would want you people to be aware of these and then take a conscious call as to what you would want to do. Hope you find this useful. Please feel free to share this with others and do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such interesting concepts to make your money grow. As I already told you, people like Jeff and Mr. Mukesh are already subscribing and they keep getting ideas. Hope you do too.